Even with injury and working in new guys in the off season, it seems like the secondary is one of the strongest parts of this team.
It's as good a group as I've ever went against. As a coach watching practice every day, I tell our offensive guys, if you can go out there and you can hold your own day in and day out against our group, you're not going to face many groups that are better. That's how much I think of our guys in our back end. So it's a great competition. They've been very, very consistent in everything they've done.
It felt like everybody was just starting to get to know you. That everybody was looking at us like, who's James Casey? All right, what is he going to do for us? And what is he good at? And just a couple of days of that, and all of a sudden, the Texans signed another fullback. Today felt a little more, at least to you, might feel more like a business than a sport today.
I mean, not so much. I knew they were going to bring in guys. We have 2 rookie free agents here as well, so that makes 4 fullbacks we have on the roster right now. So it didn't feel much different. I'm still out there with the ones, still doing everything I've been doing, and I'm going to continue to keep doing that until they tell me to do something else, and until they move me around or whatever. So I feel I see myself being a fullback, being out there playing, and I don't know what the coaches have in mind, but I don't plan on being a slouch at all at fullback, and I plan on going out there and doing my job and helping the team and let the chips fall where they may. It's just a lot of the stuff's out of my control, so I don't worry about it.
Your head coach just said he seems to have still a lot of confidence in you. He said that James Casey is our starting fullback. Every other guy is just coming in for competition. I mean, does that?
I haven't heard him say that, but yeah, that means a lot when he says something like that. And that's what I treat it. I'm the starter now, so it's hard to get this league's about getting opportunities and getting out in the field and taking advantage of those. So when you get an opportunity to go with the ones, and you got to take advantage of them and don't let anybody come and take you off the field. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do now, is just go out there and show I can do it, and show I deserve to be out there, and try to stay on the field. Try not to let anybody come up there and take the spot. So I'm going to go out there and full go, like I always do, hard as I can every play, and hopefully show the coaches I deserve to be out there.
There seems to be as much excitement right now surrounding this franchise as there's ever been. The right pieces seem to be coming into place. They're making the right signings. Everyone's like, wow, this is going to be for real. Like, how does it feel amongst the team? Like when you see guys being brought in that you feel are going to make you better and take you to the playoffs.
Yeah, we're excited about the free agent guys we picked up and our rookie, the rookie guys that we've been bringing in. So there is a lot of excitement. But this year, there was a lot of excitement last year when we were coming off the 9-7 season. We didn't, perform up to expectations. So this year it's exciting, but at the same time, we're just going about our business, and we know what we got to do. We know it's a long season, so we're all about business, all about doing what needs to be done. Our leaders and our veterans, they're the most important part of our team, and they got to improve, because that's the majority of the team. And then the free agents and the rookies that come in, they got to help out as well. And we're focused on just winning football games now, not really just exciting all the hype and stuff. Just getting to the grind, the hard work of the training camp, because we know how this is going to pay off when it comes to week 15, 16, when hopefully we're playing important football games.
As a fullback, you as much as anyone else have to be looking forward to putting on the pads and really getting down and dirty. And really
we put on the pads today early this morning, and we put it's full contact, but you're not tackling people. So yeah, it feels. It's a lot of fun when you get to finally put the pads on and show the coach what you can do, because a lot of guys can be good running out here in just helmets and jerseys. We call it underwear. Some people are really great underwear players, but when you put the pads on, it's a little different. So we got to do that today. We're going to continue to do that, so that feels good. And then we're really excited about just getting to play somebody else. You start banging on each other for 2 weeks, you really want to get out there and start playing against somebody else.
I want to talk to you about your journey. Last year you were in camp.
Yeah.
You had a pretty solid camp, but then they cut you. They called you back. An interception each of your last 2 games.
Yeah.
And the coaches said something that you rarely hear from coaches. They said, we made a mistake. We shouldn't have let him go.
Right.
What was that like for you?
It's kind of take it with a grain of salt, man. This league, it is what it is. I'm thankful that I got another opportunity, and I'm only going to continue to get better.
Now, you had said, I remember talking to you last year, you had said that this was, that I kind of tested your faith a little bit, that you had done that before, but I guess you took that one a little harder than you had before.
Yeah, man, it's my second time getting cut. I didn't understand it. I got to play in this league, and so, like I said, man, I just got to, without no struggle, man, there's no progress, man. So it only made me a better person and a better player as well.
Now, how are you taking in this year? Yeah, I guess maybe you feel like you have a little more security, but I mean, you in the secondary look really strong, and it seems to be, it seems to have affected your play.
Yeah, man. You know what? In this league, man, you really don't have no security unless you got a new contract, man. So I just come out here every day, man, and know I got to make a roster, man. That's my mindset. Got a chip on my shoulder, and I'm gonna continue to get better, man.
Is there any aspect that you're more anxious to see out there on Saturday, whether that be, that group
I mean, obviously there's a lot of young guys. I'm looking forward to watching these young receivers play and kind of see how they sort themselves out. I'm interested in Mister, as Mark asked about him, Dobbins, Nading. Those guys are kind of our bread and butter type players that play special teams and backup players for us, so I think it's important to them. We got some good battles going on in the secondary with some young players back there, and then obviously our right side of our offensive line, those guys are going to probably play more than anybody because we got to figure out who those starters are going to be. So those things that jump at me, and then obviously kicking the ball. We got a good battle going on there between two guys, and hopefully they both get some shots to do it.
Well, I think it's a slow progression. I mean, he's been here for almost a year now. He missed all of camp with us last year. He didn't really, throughout the season, run our offense. So it's really his first chance to get in, and missing the offseason this year, to get into camp and run our system. So he's a smart guy, and he's really learning, and it's fun to work with him. And I don't see why he's had a good practice out here today. It's just the little things that in our offense that he's got to pick up on and the nuances, but he's doing well.
He said he came back here because he saw the opportunity to learn behind you, to learn from Coach Kubiak. He could have went elsewhere, but he saw it as a better opportunity here. I mean, that says something.
It does, and we get along real well. It's a good room, it's a good fit for us, and I can see why he felt like that about Coach Kubiak, because he's a great guy to learn under and to grow from, because he's been around so long and been around so many good offenses and good quarterbacks. He knows the position, so it's a good opportunity for Matt.
Under you. Go ahead.
Well, it's humbling, hear him say that, from all his experiences and what he's been through. We're all in this together, and we're here to help each other. It's great for us, especially coming off last year, how our run game performed, and Arian performed, our offensive line performed. All those guys aren't necessarily new. They've all been here. Obviously, Ben Tate was injured most of last season, all last season, and so he's essentially like a rookie, but he's not. So there's no one back there that really needs to learn the whole offense. So it's good for them to just get in the flow and just go.
How much did it change things for you to have such a strong running game last year?
It really didn't change anything for me. It helped me out. It took a lot of pressure off the pass game in general. It allowed us to control the tempo a little bit more. Keep our situations and our downs manageable. Not have as many third down and longs and stuff, and we were able to execute better in the red zone because of the run game, because the field's shorter. Defense doesn't have as far to defend in the pass game, so running the ball down there was an utmost importance, and it just helped us keep everything manageable, so it helped me out tremendously.
You talked before about clicking with Owen Daniels. It really seems like you and Kevin Walter haven't missed a beat either.
Well, that's just 5 years of working together, and being good friends and just talking through things. I understand Kevin's route running. I've thrown enough balls to him. As much like Andre and Owen. All of our weapons, we've been together now for so long that it's just second nature to us, and we do it so much in the off season, in the summertime, and so it is just second nature.
Yeah, Quentin. I said it when we brought him back last year that we shouldn't have cut him, and I think I was right. He's a real talent, and he works hard. He's really gotten the defense down. I think last year he struggled a little bit early, but now he's gotten the defense down. I think we'll see good things from him.
It's just huge to have him out here with a full off season under his belt, working with him on our own. He's ready to go.
He had to make adjustments last year. Him on the sideline, not quite the full speed.
Well, yeah, it wasn't quite the same, especially when he was in and out of lineup. He was nicked up, then he had a hamstring. So it was hard to get in a rhythm with him. But we've worked enough now that it's second nature for us, and all our other tight ends played huge for us and stepped up. Joel and James, and Garrett Graham's playing well and looking good.
You seem to be responding positively to a lot of the young receivers that are coming out here. They seem to have. Can you explain where that's coming from?
Well, they're looking good. The young receivers are smart and talented. They're doing a lot of good things. Obviously, as we go here, we're putting more in as far as the install, and more stuff's building in their minds, and so they have to learn to keep that straight and just understand their job when they come out here. But they're performing well, and they're not deer in the headlights, so to speak. So we just need to keep them growing and progressing.
Is that the highlight? Well, what you've seen so far, when you talk about the nose, what you're getting at the nose tackle spot right now?
I kind of expected that. That's what I saw from that. Certainly having Watt at defensive end as an unknown. Our secondary was certainly an unknown. Now we've added 2 guys to see about that. And the draft, we had some guys that helped us on defense, and we'll see how they do.
Do you think Mario is, just under, again, very early returns, do you think instinctively he's getting I know a few times today he kind of would try to get down in the 3-point stance and had to catch himself. Is that a...
Yeah, well, I don't care if he gets the 3-point stance, as long as he rushes the passer. So they know he's going to be rushing anyway, probably.
How important is
so
that?
whatever it takes for him to get there.
Yeah. He's been rushing the passer since. Well, he's been rushing the passer since he's been here, and he stood up some last year and rushed from that. So it's not a big difference.
How important is it to get quality play? You were talking about early on for the layperson to see what you're seeing at the nose tackle spot right now and what you're trying to accomplish with your defense.
Well, it's just the techniques that you ask people to play and how you ask them to play them.
Yeah, exactly.
The guys that we have done well in that area, and that's what I see.